in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a simple unit test for your web API application, and also we are going to show you how we can add a test project to the solution, and then how we can have test methods inside that test project that can be used to call our controllers in ASP.NET Web API. So these are the things that we are going to cover in this video. Basically, it's all about unit testing web API controller. So for that, let's go to Visual Studio. In here, um, uh, in this Solution Explorer window, you need to first add a test project. So we can do it by saying right click on the solution, say add a new project, and then go to this test section out here. Here you can see two type of project templates. One is coded UI test, which is basically for UI, but we are going to create unit tests only, so we will select this one, and then here we can give a project name, anything we want. I will not add this project since I have already added one unit test project in my solution, which is here. You can see this web API unit test. This is the test project that I have already added. Now once the project is added, you can write a test class. So this is the test class that I have written. You can see here the attribute. This is the test class, and then I have this test method, which basically says that I get all the product, and whatever product I get, they are compared for equality. And if the products which we get from the controller and also from the control method, is- they, they, they should pass this test. If this particular line is passed, then we can say the test is passed. Here, to replicate our database, we have created you can say dummy collection of person entities. So this is basically nothing but mocking the data object. So we are mocking person data object out here, and so and then we know that we need to do some changes in the person controller also. The first change is we need to define person's entity variable out here, which will hold this entity collection, and then we need to define a person controller constructor. In this constructor we will pass this collection, and then this collection will be assigned to this global variable out here, and then whenever a call on the controller is made to get all the person, it will simply return this one. So this is the change that we need to do in our controller class in order to unit test that. So we have done changes in our control class. We have added a test project, and then inside that we have written this test class, which has got one unit test written here. So now let's debug this unit test. For that, just right click out here and say debug tests. When we will say debug test, it will first build the solution, and after building it, then we'll start debugging. You can see the debugger controller will come out here. So here it is coming to this mock object method. So here we are mocking this data object. Now it is actually hitting the controller. So the controller's constructor will be called now, and then this particular variable is filled up, and then in here you can see this variable assign a dummy data that we are sending from control. So here we have seen this. This is the result that we got from the controller method of get all persons, and this is our mock object. So both of them should be equal. Yes, they are equal. Let's say F5. So this is how our unit test is basically called, or you can say run. We ran it in debug mode. Now here you can see uh, the test results. Uh, Now I'm running all the tests at once, so I'm not debugging it. So now we can see the result window. You can see here the unit test is passed. A green button is come up. So this was a very precise demo about how you can do unit testing for web API controllers. Okay. Apart from unit testing, there are few interesting things that we can utilize with ASP.NET Web API development. One of them is very interesting. Is basically this REST client, which is provided by Google. So it is basically a Chrome extension. They call it Chrome REST client. So in this client, basically you can do your end-to-end testing of your ASP.NET Web API. So this is a very cool tool. You can test all your get, post, put, patch, delete, add options, any kind of work related calls you can make here. So for get, since it does get doesn't require any parameter, it's showing this out here. If there is a parameter, you can enter a parameter out here, say param1, and then you can enter the value. Then you have this post. In post, again you can have raw data which you can pass, and you can pass the payload in the body also. And here then you can tell this client in which format you want your data. So it will return your data in this format only. This is one of the pretty good tool which I wanted to show you. Then we have another tool, very good tool, which you can use, which many web developers use, which is called Fiddler. Fiddler is a very good tool for those who are doing web development. So I think web developers should be pretty handy on this tool. This is a very good tool. It actually records all the calls that are being made on this machine. So there can be any ASP.NET Web API call that you can trace. So here, let's say if I have one Web API running, a test Web API. So you can see here I have just made one call. It should come inside Fiddler. You can see it has come inside the Fiddler. Something has gone wrong out there, and then you can see the whole stuff down here. So this is another very good tool which you can use to debug your ASP.NET Web API once it is developed. So thank you very much.